So what's up everybody, Black Clover 354 fan translations are out. It's out so early this week. Of course, it was because the chapter was so hyped and everybody just wanted to really understand what was going on, so I'm pretty sure the translators pushed it out as soon as they can. I really enjoy how everything is happening right now in Black Clover. Like, I know it feels like it's a little bit too fast paced and we're starting to see the finish line in Black Clover, but I still enjoy that we have so much content left in terms of fighting. The war is going to happen. It's just that how is 𝚲𝚘𝚅 going to introduce the dwarves and then also like reintroduce the Diamond Kingdom? Because we see the other two kingdoms, the Spade and the Heart Kingdom, but we don't see the Diamond Kingdom. So it makes me wonder, when is the Diamond Kingdom going to come up? I think it's going to be the final battle between Morris. And speaking about Morris, that dude has a lot of hands now. That's kind of crazy. So let's get into my Black Clover 354 review. First of all, if you like anime, manga reviews, discussion, spoilers, and theories, definitely hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, so you should remove some false copyright strikes. So let's get this channel back to 5,000. I appreciate all the support y'all gave me. So the start of the chapter is completely 360 as to what happened in the Land of the Rising Sun. I wanted to see the interaction with Lucius and him finding out that Sister Lily and the other paladins were defeated so easily. Like, I want to know, is he aware that Asa's still alive? I thought he was going to actually start going towards the Land of the Rising Sun because he said that future was murky. I would expect him to try to just destroy the whole Land of the Rising Sun. But of course, you know, plot armor, so I'm not going to dive deep in that, but I really wanted to see his reaction as to him finding out that Sister Lily and the other paladins that he sent to the Land of the Rising Sun got defeated. I kind of wanted to know more of what the Black Bulls are going to do, but knowing what's going to happen, I'm pretty sure that the next couple of chapters are basically the characters fighting their loved ones and possibly then turning into paladins. And then the Black Bulls will be shown again, and then we're basically going to figure out how they found out a way to reach Asta. And I wonder if the captains and the people that are right now fighting against Lucius at the Clover Kingdom, are they aware of Asta being alive? Like, do they think Asta's dead right now? I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't be surprised if Yami turns into a paladin. I'm going to say that for later, but it'll be very cool if the Black Bulls go against Yami as a paladin, but we'll see. So Lucius basically says, Judgment Day has arrived. Let's take the first step. And you see like 3 different people behind him. We know now who they are. You could tell that one of them had a lab coat, so it was going to be Morris. The other one looked like it had feminine skirt. Kind of had an idea that it was going to be a female that has died before. It could have been either 𝚲𝚅𝚅 or Noelle's mother. It ended up being Noelle's mother. Lucius basically says, let's take up the first steps to world peace. And then you see the Clover Kingdom, and we get kind of a recap as to what's going on. You see Yuno and William Vengeance on the side as we're explained that each group is now in place. All the citizens have been evacuated to the normal realm. We've alerted the neighboring countries to ensure that they remain on alert / vigilant. We see Yuno's mother, we see Lola Pacheca, and it's funny because here's what I'm saying. We don't see the Diamond Kingdom. The Diamond Kingdom is one of the neighboring countries. So what is 𝚲𝚅𝚅 saving these people for? You know, he's saving the Diamond Kingdom, Mars, and the dwarves for a reason. I mean, Mars is interconnected with Morris, who is in this chapter. Morris, we see him in his new paladin form. So there has to be a reason why 𝚲𝚅𝚅 is saving him, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be very hype. We know how 𝚲𝚅𝚅 is. He's a person that likes creating hype. Watch. Once we figure out what the Diamond Kingdom is doing, it's gonna break the internet. I did mention in like a prediction video, I would have liked to see Yuno fight Lucius and trying to get revenge on his own, but it looks like 𝚲𝚅𝚅 made more sense than I was trying to do. Obviously, 𝚲𝚅𝚅 is the mangaka and he has people around him helping him out. It would make sense that they wouldn't be able to find Lucius. Lucius will find them, because if Yuno finds out where Lucius is, he will contact the other magical knights and then they will do a sneak attack on Lucius. But right then and there, all the captains and everybody that will try to fight against Lucius will probably have been wiped out. It makes sense why Yuno wasn't able to find him, because Lucius wouldn't make himself that easily known. But I would have expected him to try to take out Yuno as soon as possible, because apparently he said that one of the futures that had him failing Yuno was a big part of it. I wonder what's going to happen with that moving forward. William Vengeance just says our only choice is to wait for the enemy to come to us and face them. To me, in that sense, it's kind of like there's not much we can do. We can't find where the person's at. All we can do is prepare. But even if they evacuate the citizens in the noble realm, it doesn't make sense if they evacuate all the citizens in the noble realm, because at the end of the day, they don't know where Lucius is going to show up. Obviously, he can just show up at the noble realm, which looks like what he did, and just start creating havoc. So I don't know. And then you see all the captains, you see the noble realm, you see a lot of people we haven't seen in a while. There's an exchange between Yami and Charlotte, which I really liked. Charlotte basically says to Yami, can I have a war with you? How do I put this? I'd like to apologize for avoiding you recently. We kind of been wondering what was the relationship between those two. I mean, we knew that Yami found out Charlotte loves Yami. You know, he was kind of processing that. I would have liked a little bit of more filler between the Judgment Day and Asta's training, and we kind of see more of that relationship blossom. But, you know, at the end of the day, I understand why 𝚲𝚘𝚡 is doing this, because they're about to fight this person that they knew for a long time, who they thought was an ally, but now they realize he has been manipulating them since the start. So it makes sense why they wouldn't have the time, with them thinking that Asta died and this incoming doom scenario that they are about to face. Emotions and relationship would be pretty hard to blossom during that time. So I can understand why 𝚲𝚘𝚡 didn't touch that during Asta's training, those 7 days, and just kind of just had it at the very beginning of the battle, because it gives more emotional impact with their fights. And also probably Yami or Charlotte is going to have some moment that we're going to think that they're not going to survive. I mean, obviously they're going to fight Lucius, so that's another discussion, but there's going to be a moment, I think, that Yami or Charlotte turns into a paladin. Like I said before, I think it's definitely going to be Yami, and the Black Bulls have to fight Yami. That's in my opinion. Yami basically tells to Charlotte that we are aware that you're going to put your feelings away during this battle, but after this battle, he would like to have a cup of tea with her. Charlotte agrees. This part, it's to me ironic, because Jack has always been that kind of cocky guy that I didn't really like. I know he's based on Jack the Ripper. He always rubbed me the wrong way. I know he has redeemable traits to him, but I was never a fan of this character. So seeing him get cut up and all that stuff, to me, I was like, okay, that's what you get for talking so much. Like, literally, this guy says, I hope he shows up already. I'm dying to rip you to shreds. And I'm pretty sure he's saying that to Lucius. Well, buddy, you got what you wish, but not the way you wanted. Lucius shows up. Instead of you ripping him to shreds, one of his paladins is ripping you to shreds. So Jack reminds me of that person that talks a lot, and then when things hit the fan, like, it blows up back in his face. You see like a beam of light, and it's Lucius. Jack is astounded, and Lucius goes, greetings everyone, all the captains, and everybody's just freaking out. Crazy thing is that Yami notices somebody. He noticed somebody that looks like Not. Jack kind of thinks that Not is there, but then he realizes at the very last second, this is not, this is Morgen. And you see Morgen having lucius horns and also wings. I think this is very interesting, because technically Lucius has Lucifero in him. Lucius is a person that is very loyal to Lucifero in demonology. So I could see that Morgen, throughout this battle or throughout this, becomes like the right-hand man of Lucius. Think about it. He probably knows Morgen a lot more than most people. Julius was the captain of the squad that they were in. So of course he's gonna know Morgen, and I wonder what more plans he had for Morgen. Maybe that has to do with demonic light magic. I would like to see what things could be mixed together with Lucifugus's and Morgan's magic. And it looks like Lucifugus might have something to do with maybe stars. Just looking at the wings of Lucifugus, Jack is ripped into shreds. Yami just basically drops his cigarette saying, Morgen, is that you? And Morgen is saying, yes, hello Yami. It's been a long time, hasn't it? It's kind of bittersweet, because I'm pretty sure Morgen is happy to see Yami, but because he's being manipulated at the same time, he's not in control of what he's doing. But I wonder, when Morgen fights Not, will Not cause Morgen to start tripping up, start having that same like effect that Sister Lily had when fighting Asta, but part of her soul was telling her, no, you can't do this. It might be different because Lucius is closer and Sister Lily was so far away from Lucius. That's why there was cracks in that spell and that control that Lucius had over her, but we'll see. You see Morris. Morris has all these hands coming out of his body, so basically it looks like his fingers turn into hands. It's kind of sinister and kind of creepy, so I would like to know who is the devil that Morris is being possessed. I could see Morris being possessed by Ball, because Ball has like a weird shape to it. It has like 3 different heads and then like a bunch of legs. I could see Morris being possessed by Ball or Burr. Sorry if I mispronounce it, but Burr is also like has a very deformed appearance to it. It has like weird legs and everything. I hope we get a name drop to the devil that's possessing Morris at this moment, but it's clearly a devil that we have yet to see. Basically, Morris is like, you're fortunate indeed to feel my touch, to be fundamentally evolving in magical science before you are reborn. So with those arms that he has, he could definitely convert other people to paladins. That'd be very crazy if everybody in the Clover Kingdom becomes a paladin, and then like nobody can actually go to the Clover Kingdom. They have to like go to another land when 𝚲𝚘𝚏 comes back. Instead of going to the Clover Kingdom and seeing how everybody's a paladin, he has to run to like the Diamond Kingdom, the Spade Kingdom, or the Heart Kingdom. I'd like to see what happens, but I'm definitely thinking that everybody that's fighting here is going to take a massive L. Mariona gets excited, saying even if this gets a little bit rough, frying you is going to be fun. I hope 𝚲𝚏𝚏 finally gets his spirit dive form. You literally stole that spirit from your sister, in my opinion. Or like the joke says, Salamander was afraid of Mariona, and I wouldn't be surprised, but still, 𝚲𝚏𝚏, he needs to learn his spirit dive. So I don't see him turning into a paladin for that reason here. He probably will be one of the captains that escapes this like onslaught. And then you see Noelle's siblings. They're all in shock because they see her mother, and she is basically turned into a paladin. I know some of you guys have been telling me that it might be 𝚲𝚏𝚏 that is actually possessing her. That could be a thing. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't see 𝚲𝚏𝚏 actually possessing her. The only reason why I say that is because if 𝚲𝚏𝚏 is possessing her, it would be kind of weird in writing sense to have that be repeated again. There's a bunch of devils that we have yet to see in the Tree of Qliphoth, so she probably has one of them. I don't know if there's other female demons in the Tree of Qliphoth, but let me know. And then you see the townspeople. There's like light rays coming from the clouds, and one of the kids says angel, and then you see basically a lot of birds from what it looks like flying over the head. Lucius is like, now then, let's grace the world with happiness. That has so much symbology in it. One, I've been saying for a long time, there's going to be a angelic divine race that we have yet to see in Black Clover, and this is kind of like more confirming it because you see a lot of doves flying out there, and then you see Lucius, this evil person who's trying so hard to be like a false god. And shout out to all the people that had a theory that 𝚲𝚏𝚏 will fight a corrupt god, because technically Lucius is that corrupt god. Like, even though he's not a god, but he's trying to become god, you know? I find this very interesting. All those doves symbolize holiness in Christianity. Also, the kids saying an angel, which makes you think that there is angels in Black Clover. So I think this scene has more importance in the future. We're definitely going to see a divine race coming. Maybe if Tabata wants to continue the story a little bit more, we could see like the divine race, but maybe he somehow fits everything in this last arc. But I'm here for the ride, and I'm going to definitely enjoy Black Clover while it lasts. So that's basically all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this chapter. Do you like the hype in this chapter? Do you think Yami might end up turning into a paladin and the Black Bulls might have to fight him? Do you think Jack is done for, or do you think he's going to be reborn? Where do you think Noelle, Mimosa, and that group is at? Do you think they're in the Heart Kingdom, or do you think they're with the Black Bulls looking for 𝚲𝚏𝚏? Do you think Yuno might turn into a paladin, and then obviously somehow, because he has 2 souls, he can control himself? Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out of here.